Good evening and welcome to Clarence C. McWilliams Stadium in Reisterstown, Maryland. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have our BCPS-TV Game of the Week. The 6-0 Milford Millers against the 5-1 Franklin Indians. Tonight, these two teams are facing off to see who will take the top seed in the Baltimore County Division I standings. Fans here at Franklin psyched, ready to go, here to kick it off. And Franklin has it. Number 22 down, tackled at about the 25-yard line. That was number 22, Daniel Yarborough, on the return for the Indians. So Franklin gets the ball here first, led by number 11 quarterback Vernon Brown III. He's thrown for 898 yards, 8 touchdowns so far this year. Here we are, 1st and 10. Franklin, 3 wide receiver set. Brown hands it off to Solomon, bounces inside, across the 40, breaks away, 50, 40, he's high-stepping, the first play of the game, Solomon, play dude, touchdown Franklin! Oh my goodness, he took it to the house on the first play! And Franklin faithful going nuts! That's how you make a statement to start the game. Senior tailback number 25, Elijah Solomon, takes it to the house, 72 yards. That is young Elijah Solomon, who is already committed to Villanova University for football. And the extra point is up, and it is no good. Just like that, first play of the game, Franklin Indians score the long touchdown run by Elijah Solomon, and they lead Milford Mill 6-0. Talk about getting it started, getting the fans riled up, making a statement. Franklin has done just that. As I mentioned at the start of the broadcast, matchup of the top teams here in Baltimore County. As I mentioned, this is our game of the week for BCPS-TV. As far as the head-to-head meetings between these two schools, Franklin has won 4 out of the last 5 meetings, where Milford Mill won last year in 2017. So setting up the kickoff for Franklin is number 86, Simon Spaeth. Junior kicker, boots it away. Short kick. Milford fills it at about the 25, but he's going to be met immediately. A host of Indians. So now Milford gets their first chance of the football here tonight on offense. 6-0, 3-0 in the Baltimore County Division I standings. They are led by number 6, Desmond Shell. Tailback, 83 carries, 520 yards, 10 touchdowns, as well as 8 catches, 56 yards, and 1 touchdown through the air. At quarterback for Milford Mill is the sophomore, number 1, Rashawn Holmes. He's thrown for 857 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 picks. Got his second year under the second-year signal caller for the Millers. Had a few standout games last season. In fact, was the Fox 45 Prep Player of the Week a couple of times last year. As Milford Mill, the Millers, made a run to the state championship game last year, but came up just short, losing to Ligonor 28-27. Here on the first possession, Holmes in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. He's going to hand it up the center, and he's got a seam. Big first down run by Desmond Shell. Again, that's the Desmond Shell, number 6 tailback. 10 touchdowns rushing on the year. See how the replay takes the run option and goes right past the second defense, right to the second level. First down, handoff to Shell again. He takes it up the middle. This time he'll be met by a host of Indians. Jay Thompson, number 7, in on the stop for Franklin.
Ball carried by number 6, Desmond Shell.
Desmond Shell running over to the sideline, coming back into the game. Here we go. It's second down and about 6 yards to go for the Millers. Three wide receivers to the left. Shell in the backfield. Holmes, the quarterback, takes snap, drops back. Pressure coming. Almost got him. Tripped up. He eludes it. Goes across the 40, 30, and tackled at about the 28-yard line. Excellent scramble by Rashawn Holmes on that play. The heat was coming in fast. And that's enough for a first down. Here with a minute and 30 gone by in the first half. As the heat was coming with Robert Garrett, number 40, and Thompson. Gets enough for that first down. So first down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Holmes looks to his left, to his right in the pistol. Hands it off to Shell up the middle. He's going to be met. Probably gets about a yard or two gained on that play. Number 36, Montre Harris on the tackle for Franklin. Second down at about 7 for Milford. So number 5, Jordan Morant, the change of pace back in the game for Milford at tailback. Holmes, options, goes up the center, breaks a tackle, and gets enough for a first down. Correction, a couple yards short of the first down. Sean Holmes calling his own number on that play. Got about third down. Milford faced with their first third down here in the game. Looking to move the chains to get the first down. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Holmes drops back, throws a quick slant pass, caught by number 7, Skylar Baker, the junior wide receiver. Enough for a first down. Move the chains. Yeah, with 9:30 left here in the opening quarter, Franklin looking to respond to the quick one-play touchdown, the opening possession by Franklin. Here inside the red zone, Holmes takes the slap, looks over, throws it across the middle. Oh, and it's broken up on the play by Franklin. Sean Holmes looking to squeeze the pass in there for the touchdown, but was denied. So we see here on the replay, quick slant. Rowell was the intended target, and that was number 45, Damon David, in there to break it up for Franklin. Second down for Milford. Holmes drops back, throws quickly, and dropped in and out of the hands of Tyree Shepard. So that's going to make it third down and a 10 for Milford. Milford Mill looking to score here on their first possession of the game. Third down and 10. Desmond Shell back in the game at tailback. Tripp said to the right. Holmes rolls, fakes, goes up the middle, and he's been immediately stonewalled by the Franklin Indians. That's going to make it 4th down. Excellent stop on the play by Franklin. And so with 4th down, looks like Milford's, they're going to settle for the field goal here. Kick is no good. Missed field goal by Milford Mill. And with that, Franklin will take over here with 8:28 left in the first quarter. Franklin leading Milford Mill 6-0. Impressive stand by Franklin inside the red zone. So Franklin coming out back on the field. See if they can crack it open again here. 1st down and 10. Brown, he's going to fake hand it off and stopped immediately. Maybe a yard gained on that play. 2nd down and long for Franklin. Coming into the game, number 7, Jay Thompson, linebacker / tight end for Franklin. Has 3 receiving scores on the year, 8 catches, 118 yards. A key factor for Franklin when they get inside the red zone. Brown under center. Hands it off to the tailback, and he's wrapped immediately and flung to the ground. Jordan Morant on the tackle, number 5 for Milford Mill. And that was Jamon Murphy, number 1, the tailback on the carry there for Franklin. Just nowhere to go. See the replay, number 5, that was Morant. Walked right into him, drags him to the ground to make it 3rd and long. 3 receivers to the right. Brown drops back. He throws it deep, and it's intercepted. Is it caught? Oh! On the fumble, Milford recovers down the sideline. 10-5, touchdown, Milford Mill. He took it right out of his hands. That was Desmond Shell. Let's see, waiting for the call by the official. Officials are going to talk it over. They might want to call that play dead. We're waiting on the call from the officials. And the officials are calling it incomplete pass, so that will erase the interception return by Desmond Shell. And with that, Franklin is going to go ahead and punt it away. Now the officials coming together to have a conference. So there is the official call, incomplete pass, 4th down. While we have a break in the action, here with 6 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Franklin striking quickly and early. First play, Elijah Solomon taking it to the end zone, 75 yards. For the touchdown. And then on Milford Mill's first possession, their chance to get the ball. They move the ball down the field, get inside the 20-yard line, only to have their field goal blocked by Franklin. So here with Franklin on their second possession, they had a potential interception turned down for an incomplete pass. And that's where we stand here in the game here at Clarence E. McWilliams Stadium here in Reisterstown, Maryland, home of the Franklin Indians. Here is our BCPS-TV Game of the Week. Appears we have a timeout on the play. Franklin here huddling here on fourth down. It appears to be the call. It looks like the officials are still talking over. As we see here on the replay, Vernon Brown dropping back and looked like was originally caught by the receiver for Franklin, Vaughn Reams, and looks like it was intercepted by Sell, then it was dropped on the ground, might have been a fumble. But the officials are still talking it over and see what the call is. There's head coach right there for Milford Mill, Reggie White. So it looks like Franklin has the ball. The officials are calling it a first down. So Franklin will still maintain possession here. So as we resume play, Franklin has it at the 30-yard line, first down and 10 yards. Handoff, fake handoff to Solomon. Murphy tries to dart outside and taken down immediately. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a face mask on Milford Mill there. Tug of the face mask there. And there it is, personal foul, grabbing of the face mask by Milford Mill. So with that face mask penalty, that'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down here. 6:47 left in the first quarter. Here at about the 45-yard line. Franklin in the pistol. Brown hands it off to Solomon, trying to bounce it outside. Tripped up, nowhere to go. That is number 2, Kendall Carter, on the tackle for Milford Mill. Senior defensive back. Who in last week's game against Catonsville had a pick 6, interception for a touchdown. Second down and about 15 with 5:56 left in the first quarter. Brown takes a snap, rolls to his right, eludes the pressure, throws a deep pass. Oh, and he misses his man. Vaughn Reams, the intended target on the play. Excellent job there by Milford Mill, getting pressure and making Brown throw it before he wanted to, and just way over the head of Vaughn Reams. As you see on the replay, didn't have his feet set on that play and overthrew his receiver. Third down and long. 3 receivers to the right. Brown throws a quick screen pass. Corey Crawford, and taken down. Not enough for the first down. So despite the wild play on what we thought was the interception, Milford stands tall, and they force a punt. Simon Spaeth punting it for Franklin, and a high snap. He's able to get away, and a high kick doesn't travel very far, and it's going to rest at the Milford Mill 38-yard line. Correction. Official still moving. That's at the Milford Mill 42-yard line. Second possession for the Millers. Here with 5:08 left here in the opening frame of tonight's game, the BCPS game of the week. The Franklin Indians and the Milford Mill Millers. First and 10. Holmes takes the snap, pressure. He's taking a deep strike, and it's caught all the way home. Touchdown, Milford Mill. Tyree Shepard turned on the Jets for the long touchdown strike. See you on the replay. Just separation there by Tyreek Shepard. 56 yards. Rashawn Holmes to Tyree Shepard. Out for the extra point for Milford Mill, number 84, Muhammad Tall, the senior kicker for the Millers. Muhammad Tall. There's the snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. PAT is good. 4:59 left here in the opening frame. Milford Mill able to answer, and they take their first lead of the game against Franklin, 7-6. Milford Mill standing here to kick off after a strong second possession, capped off with a long touchdown pass. Rashawn Holmes to Tyree Shepard. Franklin, after being stalled on their last possession, looking to put a few more points on the board. Rashawn Holmes. It's a short kick. And Solomon, return, spins, and goes nowhere. Host the Millers on the stop at about the 20-yard line. .451 left here in the opening frame. Possession number 3 for Franklin here at Clarence E. McWilliams Stadium in Reisterstown, Maryland. Our BCPS-TV game of the week. Franklin versus Milford Mill. A battle for the top spot in the Baltimore County Division I standings. And the handoff to Solomon. Stopped immediately. Number 22. Makai Booker in there on the gang tackle for the Millers. Gain of about 3 for Solomon. Second down, about 7-8 yards. 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off to Murphy. Takes the sideline, uses his speed, breaks away. Enough for a first down, but he fumbles, but Franklin recovers. A disaster nearly avoided there for Franklin. Number 60, Isaiah Gardner, recovering the fumble there for Franklin. As you see the quick zone read there by Murphy, uses his quick speed, breaks away, lost the handle there. Quick reaction there by Isaiah Gardner. Jordan Morant forcing the fumble there for Milford. 3:55 left in the opening quarter. Brown hands it, trick play to Thompson. It goes nowhere. That play went nowhere. Brown looking to catch Milford off guard, running trickery there to Jay Thompson to no avail as the pass rush got there immediately, making it second and about 12 yards for Franklin. Subbing into the game for Franklin, number 8, Kyle Pringle, the junior wide receiver at the bottom of the screen. That's him going in motion. Fake hand, that's Solomon. He's met immediately and stuffed. And that's going to make it third down and long for Franklin. Number 55, Shawan Lewis on the stop for Milford. So with third and long, Franklin looking to pass the ball as they got a couple of substitutions. Number 5, Makai Felton in the game at wide receiver, as well as number 19, Corey Crawford, both at the bottom of the screen. Brown drops back over the middle and just short. Like there might be a flag on the play. Might be pass interference. Yep, pass interference on Milford Mill. And that's going to give the Franklin Indians a first down. Looks like it might have been, because the intended target on that play was number 4, Von Reams. Might have been held there on the play. Either way, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, makes it be first down. And Franklin here in Milford Mill territory at the 46-yard line. Here's handoff to Solomon. He's rumbling, barrels his way. The big, stocky running back, using every inch of his 6-foot, 220-pound frame for a solid gain for the Indians. Second and 3. 1 minute 40 left here in the opening period. Brown drops back. It was looking for a screen. Tipped and nearly intercepted. That was Desmond Shell, the all-county running back / linebacker in there. Knocked the ball away to bring up third and short. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. Third down, 3 yards. Pringle, bottom of the set. Handoff to Solomon. Bust through. Does he have enough for the first? Looks like he might be short. Couple inches short, it appears. Yep, that's going to be a couple inches short. Here on 4th and about a yard. It's decision time for Franklin. Are they going to go for it or punt it away? Looks like they're going to go for it here. Brown under center. And he's going to sneak in, and he definitely has enough for the first down to keep the chains moving for Franklin. Here with 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Franklin imposing their will, having success here in the first quarter. Got the start you want on the first play from scrimmage. Elijah Solomon taking it to the house for the touchdown. 30 seconds and counting in the opening quarter. Brown hands it off to Solomon, and he's going to be wrapped up out of bounds. Desmond Shell, number 6, on the stop, and number 8, Akeon Loney, both in there for the tackle on Solomon. And with that, the clock is going to run down, and that's going to be the end of an action-packed, high-drama first quarter. Milford Mill leading Franklin 7-6 here in our featured BCPS-TV Game of the Week. Bleachers packed to the gills with these two teams, Milford Mill and Franklin. The Franklin Indians, one of the prestigious teams here in Baltimore County. They have 2 state championships to their name in 2013, 2014. For Milford Mill, they lost in the 3A state championship game last year, 28-27. As we see here on the replay highlights, Solomon on the opening carry of the game, taking it in for a long touchdown. These two teams, bitter rivals. Every time these two teams meet up, it's usually to decide who is Baltimore County Division I champions. As we're ready to get it started here in the second quarter. I formation for Franklin. Solomon at fullback. Play action. Brown overshoots the receiver. Joshua Wilson was the intended target, senior wide receiver on the play for Franklin, as he is second on the team with 10 receptions, 189 yards, and 2 touchdowns already this season for the Indians. And with that incomplete pass here, we are at 3rd down and long for Franklin. Wilson at the bottom of the screen, wide receiver. Solomon in the block. Brown looking, throws it, and incomplete. Corey Crawford, the intended target for Franklin. And Milford stands tall, and they're going to force Franklin to punt it away for the second time tonight. Here with 11:48 in the second quarter, Franklin putting it away. There's the snap. There's the punt up high. And that's going to bounce and go out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Nice punt there by Franklin to put Milford Mill deep in their own territory. There's the two-team switch here with 11:40 left here in the first quarter. Excuse me, the second quarter. Milford Mill ready to get it going here. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Spread offense. Holmes takes the snap, looks, pressure inside. He's able to escape down the sideline, gain a couple of yards. Gain of about a yard or two on the play. Jay Thompson just out of the grasp of Holmes, the quarterback there. Almost had himself sack in the backfield. Second and about 9 for Milford. And there's the handoff to the tailback and stopped immediately. Robert Garrett, senior lineman for Franklin there on the stop. Coming into the night, leading the team 49 tackles. As he comes, sheds the block, and stops Jordan Morant, drives him back. Team leading 49 tackles, 6.5 sacks for the 3-year varsity player for Franklin. Making it third down and long. And looks like we got a movement on the offensive line on Milford. They're going to go back 5 yards. Here early on, penalties not the friend to Milford Mill. A couple of pre-snap penalties, pass interference penalties, and not to mention a face mask penalty as well. Holding Milford Mill back here. With 10 minutes, 40 seconds in the second quarter, third down and a long 15 for Milford. Skylar Baker at the bottom of the screen, number 7 for Milford. And Holmes is going to scramble and tackle immediately, way short of the first down marker. So that Milford Mill doing an excellent job on the solid punt on special teams, holding serve to keep Milford Mill deep in their own territory, so they will have to punt it away. And back it in to punt is the quarterback, Rashawn Holmes. Deep in their own territory, takes the snap, and solid punt, fair catch by Yarbrough, and that's going to bounce, take a Milford Mill bounce all the way. And not sure what the Franklin was doing on that play, number 33. Pick it up right there, right of for a host of gray Milford Mill jerseys. Nevertheless, Franklin will take possession at their own 39-yard line. Here with 9:23 left here in the second quarter. Franklin has the football, spread formation. Reams in motion, fakes it to him, hand off to Murphy, and he's going to be taken down immediately. Probably lost a yard or two there. And as the handoff, that was Number 21 on the tackle, Khalil Scott, the junior linebacker on the stop for Milford. Second down and a long 12. Brown, quick screen to Wilson, takes it, and he's met up immediately. Gets about 3 or 4. Senior linebacker Kevin Neal on the stop for Milford. One of the team captains and the leader of the Milford Mill defense. Had over 100 tackles last year, 11 sacks. On 3rd down and 6. Solomon back in at tailback. Brown takes it, and that pass is caught. Josh Wilson on the catch there. Close quarters there between Reams and Wilson. Almost some miscommunication, but Brown floats it in there right to Josh Wilson to move the chains. And a Franklin first down. And that's going to put the Indians in Milford Mill territory at about the 45-yard line. Spread out, fake to Solomon, and met immediately. Well and shelled in there on the stop on Brown as they read the quarterback option on that play. Here with this stingy Milford Mill defense that has only allowed 35 points this year through 6 games. Second down and long. Brown hands it off to Solomon right up the middle. Tripped up, breaks the tackle, breaks another. But he's going to lose about 2 or 3 yards. Great penetration there by the linebacking core in the front 4 for Milford Mill. And making 3rd down and long. Again, that was Kevin Neal initially on the stop, and that was a trip up there by, that was number 2, Kendall Carter. He'll be credited with the tackle on that play. 6:50 left here in the first half. 3rd down and long for Franklin. Brown, trickery to Makai Felton, and he's going nowhere. Read quickly by Milford. Jerwan Roel, the 6'3", safety in there on the stop. Read the play all the way. And that's going to be 4th down and long. Another stop for Milford. And after a couple of fireworks early, this game has settled into a gridlock. There's the catch and a high short punt. High short punt that takes a Milford bounce, and they're going to stop that at about the 45. A very, very high and short kick. And the credit to Milford Mill. Milford Mill here taking over with 5 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the first half. 2 possessions removed from a long touchdown, Rashawn Holmes to Tyree Shepard. Holmes in the pistol, hands it off to Moran, met immediately for a loss of about 5. Big pop hit there on Franklin. My goodness. Stick him. That was number 56. Austin Amani, the junior defensive lineman, on the stop there for Franklin. Second down and long for Milford. Holmes takes a snap. He throws it deep, has a man, and dropped. That pass was intended. That was for Shepard, Tyree Shepard, as Holmes looks like he just underthrew that one. Two receivers in the same area. Just Shepard could not come up with a catch. And with that, it's going to be 3rd down and long for Milford Mill. Three receivers to the right, one to the left. Holmes to his right, go for the pitch, cuts back the other way, hurdles, and taken down about 3 yards short of the first down marker. Is on the replay, fake the option, just out of the grasp of Thompson again. Hurdle, and that was Amani on the stop, a couple yards short. So on 4th down and about 3, Milford looks like they're going to go for it. Holmes goes over to head coach Reggie White to get the play call. Big 4th down here for Milford, as it's been a gridlock, tight game here in the second quarter. No scores to show for it. For the tight. Here on 4th down, Holmes. And it's going to be a delay of game penalty. A pre-snap penalty that Milford Mill cannot afford. And with that, they're going to go ahead and punt this one away. Crucial penalty that takes Milford out of a chance to go for it on 4th and short, and now it's 4th and long. And they're going to punt it away. Holmes takes the nice punt, and that's going to bounce at about the 12-yard line and rolling. Stops at about the 11. Nice punt there by Holmes. So he can do it with his arm and his foot. With 3 minutes, 52 seconds left in the first half. Milford Mill clinging to a 7-6 lead over Franklin. Franklin setting up shop at their own 11-yard line. Brown with Murphy. Fakes it, and quick pass, that's caught by number 7, Jay Thompson. Let's see on the replay, their play action fake. Those are right in the hole of the Milford Mill zone to get a solid 5-6 yards on the play. Franklin has been shut out since their first opening possession on the touchdown. Hand off to Murphy. Runs up the middle to the side. Gets maybe a yard or two on that play. We see here on the replay. Good there, penetration. That was number 55, Shawan Lewis, in there first to get his hands on Murphy. 3rd down and about 2 yards. Could be a crucial stop for Milford Mill. Man in motion, hand off to Solomon. He's met immediately and stopped. Kevin Neal, senior linebacker, on the stop for Milford, as he breaks off the tackle and wraps him up and denies Franklin for the first down. That is Kevin Neal, the Super 22 athlete, which recognizes rising juniors going into their senior year. Kevin Neal. 1 minute 55 seconds left in the opening half. Franklin. Nice line drive punt there for Franklin. Bouncing. Morant's going to take it. Shakes and stopped at about the 41-yard line. So nice field position for Milford for them to, here with 1:42 left, move the ball down the field here and add to their lead to make it a 2-score game heading into the half. Holmes takes it, hands it off to Morant, up the middle, breaks a tackle, big gain. Just outside the 20-yard line. Strong run there by Jordan Morant, as overrun play there by Robert Garrett. And Morant carries a handful of Franklin Indians to the 25-yard line, first down. With the clock 1:20 and rolling. And a timeout here by Milford Mill. Here with 1 minute 21 seconds later. Live here at BCPS-TV Game of the Week here at Clarence E. McWilliams Stadium. 6-0 Milford Mill leading 5-1 Franklin 7-6. Let's do a quick recap here. Starting the game, Franklin with the football. First play, Elijah Solomon takes the carry and took it all the way for a touchdown. Milford Mill responded 2 possessions later on a touchdown pass from Rashawn Holmes to Tyree Shepard. And that's where we stand here in second quarter, 1:21 left. 2 receivers to the right. That is Kevin Neal, stocky linebacker, in at tailback. Play action. Holmes, quick slant, pass caught at the 5-yard line. Correction, at the 10-yard line. Caught by Jawan Ruel. On a quick slant, excellent catch, adjustment for the catch. He leads the receiving corps with 5 touchdowns this season. 105 and counting. First and goal for Milford. Holmes drops back. Pressure coming. Rolls to his right. Stiff arm taken down by Garrett at about the 10-yard line. 47 seconds and counting. Another timeout called on the play. Looks like this one is on Milford Mill again. As Milford Mill here finding success here on their what appears to be their last possession before the half. Looking to tally up the score and make it a 2-score game. Again, 2 of the finest teams here in Baltimore County here tonight. The big game of the week. A lot of coverage from Baltimore Sun, as well as various media outlets here in Baltimore County and in the state for that matter. As we resume play here, second down and goal. Morant goes from left to right. Holmes drops back, pressure coming, screen pass, Jordan Morant into the end zone. Waiting for the call from the official. Touchdown, Milford Mill. Second touchdown pass tonight for Rashawn Holmes. And that is Jordan Morant gets on the board with his first touchdown. As we see the quick pass on the screen pass. Just gets behind the lineman, lowers his shoulder, keeps his feet going, and Bray looks like he broke the plane for the touchdown. That's going to be touchdown number 6 on the season for Morant. Mohamed Tall for the extra point. And it's wide left, no good. So here with 40 seconds left in the second quarter, Milford Mill leads Franklin 13-6. Getting ready here for Milford to kick it off to Franklin here. Here on what appears to be the last possession of the first half. Milford Mill done an excellent job. And that short kick, and Solomon has it again. And he's going to go long ways and breaks a tackle and tripped up at about the 40. Almost, he had a seam there for a second, but to no avail at the 25-yard line. Here with 29 seconds left. As Franklin has been held scoreless since the first play from scrimmage. Milford Mill has done an excellent job holding their own. Franklin looking for more points. Brown, screen, knocked down, almost intercepted. Bounced right off the elbows of number 22. That was Makai Booker. Almost had an interception there, deflecting the pass. Second down and 10. 26 seconds left. Spread offense. Crawford, number 19, and Felton, top of the screen. Brown, pass rush coming. Throws it deep and into coverage. Knocked away. Von Reams saving a near interception by Milford Mill. That was number 21, Khalil Scott. If not for the deflection, would have had an interception on that play and halted the Franklin drive. Third down, 10 yards. 20 seconds left in the opening half. Brad Brown hands it off to Solomon. Shakes, bakes, and tripped up. No, breaks a tackle. Still rumbling. And he's going to be carried out of bounds. And there's going to be a flag on Milford as he did not release on the tackle. That's going to be give a first down and 15-yard penalty with 10 seconds left. As Solomon refusing to go down. Looks like that penalty, that's going to be on 21, Khalil Scott possibly, with the extra add-on tackle as he was going out of bounds. And with that, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to place the football for Franklin at it's going to be at the Milford Mill 38-yard line. So Franklin looks like they may have about one or two shots to get some points on the board. And a bad snap. Brown tipped away and intercepted. On the play, Jawan Morrell eliminates any chance of points there for Franklin with 4.7 seconds. As the bad snap, Brown just throwing up, trying to find Solomon, tipped up by Morrell, halting the drive. Again, Milford Mill shutting down Franklin here in the first half. Just no answer for Franklin here. So with 4 seconds left, ball at the Franklin 45-yard line. 4 wide receiver set. Scott in motion. Holmes, screen pass to Shepard. And he's going to go down, and that will end the first half. After one half of play here at Clarence E. McWilliams Stadium, the visiting Milford Mill Millers lead Franklin 13-6. And what started as an action-packed first quarter, first play from scrimmage, Solomon took it all the way to the house. 6-0. Milford Mill will respond 2 possessions later on a long touchdown strike. Holmes to Shepard. And from there on, it's been a gridlock on a touchdown by Jordan Morant, the tailback for Milford Mill, to make it 13-6. And we will be back for second half coverage coming up.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hi, how's everybody doing today?
Now, how do you think the car's going to travel if the wheels are close together and the axles are close versus if they're farther apart?
So this millipede will get bigger, so it sheds.
And so I am inspired by each and every one of you, and I'm proud of you. And you need to know that you are perfect just the way that you are.
I would like to show my gratitude to all the parents, family members, and relatives who have supported me and my classmates through our high school journey. I would also like to extend my thanks to my teachers, counselors, and coaches who have helped me keep a level head and persevere to this moment.
Well, school is out for the summer, but learning didn't stop at Baltimore County Public Schools. Executive leadership, principals, and assistant principals were able to gather together and reflect and explore the vision for the upcoming school year at the annual Leadership Academy.
This year's Leadership Academy of Baltimore County Public Schools 2018, it provided the leadership teams, whether they be executive leadership or school-based leadership, the opportunity to come together, reflect on our previous year's practice, and set ourselves up for much needed success in the near future.
Then, BCPS held its Blended Learning Institute, which offered its participants various sessions that tie blended learning throughout all disciplines.
The different ideas that I've been exposed to, both with kinesthetic learning as well as integrating technology, has really kind of opened my mind to figure out what I need to do for my students and also for the other staff that are working in the building to help us kind of coordinate and collaborate to make a positive force with these students.
And when you have a great curriculum, our BCPS students can be successful in and out of the classroom.
Summer curriculum workshops are incredibly beneficial for both our professionals and our students. Baltimore County Schools has a proud tradition of curriculum for our teachers, by our teachers, and what makes this such a rejuvenating opportunity for our teachers is they have the opportunity to review, discuss with one another, and challenge each other's thinking to make sure that our instruction is relevant and rigorous and current for our students in today's context.
And speaking of our students, they were loaded with various activities and STEM programs.
My favorite thing about STEM camp is math because it helps me get smarter.
Then you had rising 6th graders who were afforded the opportunity to participate in a 4-week Love for Literacy program held at Catonsville Middle School.
I love this Love and Literacy program because it keeps my mind fresh during the summer, and I love reading. And I get to meet new people that will hopefully be my friends while I go in 6th grade. The teacher is very nice and funny, and we also get to do fun things that include learning.
So we designed the Love for Literacy program to basically increase access and increase opportunities for students to interact with really rigorous coursework. We did this especially for those students who are underrepresented in advanced academics. We know that by interacting with this content and the teachers here during the summer, that these students are going to be ready to hit the ground running come fall.
Another fun activity was the Summer Visual Art Camp held at Perry Hall High School.
What I like about this camp is that I get to not only experiment with more art materials since I haven't really done oil painting before, but I also get to meet people who have the same goals as me and who also like art.
So the benefits for the campers are they're immersed in art all day long, and they get art for a longer period of time. They get art from different instructors, and they have a really good time while they're doing it.
Finally, a student who they said reflects the very best of what AVID is, a 2018 Overley High School graduate, Madison Wood, was selected to speak at the National AVID Summer Institute in Philadelphia out of 1,000 applicants. She is the 3rd AVID student from BCPS and the first from Overley to be selected for this opportunity.
It feels really amazing to be selected to be a part of this because I love being able to represent Baltimore County, and I was really happy to be able to speak about AVID and how AVID helped me.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Mokiki, and this is our book review of an amazing book we read this summer.
The name of it, wait for it,
it's the BCPS Student Handbook.
Wait, hear us out.
Yeah, we know you think it's very boring.
I'm bored.
But it also has so many things that us as students have never even realized. There are 3 parts to this book, and they are rights, responsibilities, and resources.
And don't forget the code of conduct.
My favorite part is all about the student rights. Oh yeah. This is a section where it has all of the rights of students. Rights like our right to privacy, our right to free speech and student representation, and our right to a safe learning environment.
Yeah, but it also talks about understanding those rights and the rights of your school too.
Let's say the school got word that someone may have been hiding something illegal in their lockers, so the school decides to search all lockers. You're like, wow, this is a violation of my privacy. But lockers or desks are property of BCPS. Therefore, it is okay for them to search it. This is stated in the Student Handbook, page 9, under Notice of Right to Search.
My favorite part is about our responsibilities as students. In the responsibilities section, you'll read about our responsibility to come to school on time and ready to learn, our responsibility to dress appropriately and to act in a respectable manner, and our responsibility to use technology responsibly.
But wait, there's more. It's the code of conduct. It said that you make sure you only bring what's appropriate for learning, have a positive behavior, and be respectful to others. No fighting or destroying school property. But wait, if you violate those codes, there will be disciplinary action like detention or a parent phone call, banning you from club temporarily or permanently, or suspension, or even the worst of them all, suspension for 11 to 45 days, or expulsion for 45 days or more. So make sure you're always doing the right thing every day.
But wait until I tell you guys about the ending. In the back of the book is a section about resources. All the information you'll need if you have a problem getting along with someone, or you want to prevent a situation from getting out of hand. And the best part is that there's a worksheet, a form that will guide you through the steps. It's called the Prevention and Intervention Student Worksheet.
Once you finish the book, you and your parents sign the acknowledgement form and you're done.
So pick up the book. It's got suspense, it's got intrigue, action, and adventure. Okay, but it is a great read and so important to all of us, so...
Read the book, sign the form.
What I want you to know as students is that your safety is our #1 priority. All of us, from your principal and teachers to your school resource officer, are working hard to keep you and your learning environment safe. But you have an important role to play as well. Be sure to take some time to understand your responsibilities, your rights, and our code of conduct. Go over the student handbook with your parent or guardian. Sign the acknowledgement form near the back of the handbook and send it back to school. I wish you a wonderful school year, and I hope to see you as I visit schools.
Today, high school students face many options for academic growth and career preparation. Making informed choices about their high school program of study will prepare students for success in further education and preparation for rewarding careers.
The Baltimore County Public Schools Career and Technology Education programs provide students with relevant career skills, preparation, and rigorous academic coursework. Our state-approved programs of study are designed to prepare students for the 21st century global economy and its rapidly changing workforce needs.
CTE offers
hands-on, project-based learning opportunities, work-based learning and internship opportunities, post-secondary career pathways that include registered apprenticeship, industry certification, community college certificates, associate degree programs, and 4-year college degree programs.
High school CTE programs of study give students like me the opportunity to transition smoothly into post-secondary education and to earn college credit and/or industry credentials in our career field of interest.
CTE integrates core academic knowledge with technical and occupational knowledge to provide students with pathways to post-secondary education and careers. These career paths include occupations in arts, media and communication, business, management and finance, consumer services, hospitality and tourism, construction and development, environmental, agricultural and natural resource systems, health and biosciences, human resource services, information technology, manufacturing, engineering and technology, transportation technologies.
BCPS Gerald to Sea program, the Junior Reserves Usher Training Corps unit, provides courses in leadership education designed to improve interpersonal skills by developing character, self-discipline, and responsible citizenship, which will lead to career opportunities and lifelong learning.
Each BCPS Comprehensive High School offers a variety of CTE and Technical Center programs. Enrolling in CTE is easy. Speak with your school counselor.
With a 13-6 lead here at the half. A strong showing immediately by Franklin on their opening possession with a long touchdown. First play from scrimmage by Elijah Solomon. Got the Franklin fans jacked and hyped up here. And then 2 possessions later for Milford Mill, they scored on a touchdown strike from Holmes to Shepard. And Franklin has not done any scoring since then. Milford Mill capped off the end of their first half touchdown pass from Holmes to Morant, and that's where we stand here, 13-6, as Franklin received the opening kickoff, and now Milford Mill will get the ball here to start off the second half here in the third quarter. Ball on the tee. Simon Spaeth, the junior kicker, has his hand up ready to kick it away. And we're off here in the second half. And that's going to go past Shepard. And, oh, what a block down the sideline. He's got a seam. Tripped up at about the 25-yard line. And there's going to be a flag on the play. What a heck of a block in the background by Milford. And here to wait the call from the official. Personal foul penalty, that was on Franklin. So that's going to be 15 yards for Milford Mill. As we see here on the replay. As you look at the bottom screen, a heck of a block. My goodness. And Shepard going down the sideline. And that flag, that was the push on number 4. Late push by Von Reams. So Milford Mill set up at the 36-yard line. Handoff to the tailback. That is number 5, Jordan Morant, gets a gain of maybe a yard, who again scored touchdown, the receiving touchdown, right before the half. And that was Elijah Solomon, the running back / linebacker, on the tackle. Second down, Holmes, snap, has it. Throws it deep, nearly taken down, and he will be. Jay Thompson, senior linebacker, in there on the sack. The outstanding linebacker / tight end. One of the senior leaders on the defense for the Franklin Indians. And with that sack, it's going to be third down and long for the Millers. Skylar Baker, number 7, and Shepard at the bottom of the screen. And that's going to be a offsides penalty on Franklin. Jumped right into the neutral zone. Correction, I'm sorry, that is a false start on Milford Mill. So they'll go back 5 yards. 10 minutes, 39 seconds left. Third and long for Milford. Franklin fans chanting defense here on a key 3rd down and long. Holmes, snap, has it. Quick swing pass to Morant. Nowhere to go. Tackled by number 42, Wayne Brooks, the junior linebacker. First to get there on the stop on Morant. And on their opening drive, Milford Middle comes up empty. They're going to punt it away to Franklin. And Rashawn Holmes back to punt. Low snap. Oh, high punt, but short. And it's going to stop, bounce, and at about the 43-yard line. A very, very short punt in the advantage to Milford Mill. So solid field position for Franklin to start their first possession of the second half and looking to even the score and put 6 on the board and put the game back to square one. Quarterback Vernon Brown under center, play action, Solomon, and he's going to be sacked, taken down by Milford Mill number 22, Makai Booker, who gets the sack on the play. As he does an excellent job, gets his hands on the quarterback. Almost looks like he could have gotten away with a face mask. Nevertheless, a sack on the play. Second and long. Brown drops back, pressure, throwing it deep, looking for Josh Wilson. Incomplete. Number 3, Josh Wilson, the intended target. Excellent coverage there by number 8, Akeon Loney. One of the key contributors to Milford Mill on the defense. Has come back from a couple of hip injuries. Healthy and ready to contribute here in his senior year. 3rd down and a long 15 for Franklin. They need 15 yards to keep the chains moving. Brown dropping back. Quick strike. Right through the hands of Makai Felton. A huge drop. That could have been a first down and more. See on the replay. My goodness, right through the hands. He could have went all the way on that one. And with that, Franklin is going to punt the ball away here with 8:45 left in the third. So number 83, DeLon Walker back to punt. A high punt. And that's going to go out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. So Milford Mill were able to get a huge sack on the play to halt the Franklin drive and force a long punt, force a punt. Possession number 2 for Milford. Holmes hands it off to Morant. Nowhere to go. Robert Garrett in there on the stop for Franklin. Maybe a yard or 2 gained on that play. Eight minutes, 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Defense chanting here by the Franklin fans. Play action. Holmes is going to take it himself. And Jay Thompson is in there for the stop. Making it third down and a long 6-7 yards. As we see on the play, Thompson able to get off the block of the lineman and brings a host of Indians with him, including number 42, Wayne Brooks. Third down and 7. Holmes drops back. Pressure coming. Garrett breaking away, and he's going to be sacked. Big sack for the Franklin Indians. Robert Garrett, number 40, in there on the stop, and number 61, DJ Spears, gets his pulls on Holmes. And there's a strong stop for Franklin. So Holmes is going to punt the ball away again. Deep back for Franklin, number 22, Daniel Yarbrough. A line drive punt. And it's going to stop, rest at about the 41-yard line. So here we go, possession number 2 for Franklin. Both defenses holding strong here in our BCPS Game of the Week. The 6-0 Milford Millers and the 5-1 Franklin Indians. Both teams 3-0 in the division. Winner here gets the division lead. Brown hands it off to Murphy, and he's going to crawl his way back to the line of scrimmage. This is Jamon Murphy, junior tailback for Franklin. Has 4 rushing touchdowns on the year on 16 carries. One of his big games came a couple weeks ago against Dundalk. 10 carries, 210 yards, and 2 touchdowns in that contest. Second and long, Brown, quick over the middle to Reams, and he fumbles. Milford Mill recovers. Well, check that. The officials are calling it incomplete. Correction, they're calling him down. So that's going to be a first down. So they're calling that, rule that a catch, and down at about the 47-yard line. Quick slant pass there to Reams. And they saw there on the replay. Couldn't quite see from that camera angle, but his knee, looks like his knee might have been down right before the ball came out there. Nevertheless, Franklin moves the chains. First down in Milford Mill territory. There's the handoff to Murphy. He's got a seam. Busted up the middle. 30, 20, down at the 20-yard line. There's the electric Jamon Murphy. Just as I spoke a few minutes ago, had 2 touchdowns on 10 carries, 210 yards against their division rival, the Dundalk Owls. That is the big run and moves them inside the red zone. Getting ever so closer to pay dirt. And there's a flag. It's going to be a sideline warning. I think it's going to be a sideline warning. Correction, just a sideline warning from the official as we continue to play on. 3 wide receivers. Murphy still in the backfield. Hand off to Murphy. Down the sideline. Up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Still going. Still moving. Won't be denied. But there is a flag on the play. It's a nice run as we see. Almost lost his balance. Got some help from the big uglies. But we're waiting on the call from the officials on the penalty. Penalty looks like it's on Franklin. So this looks like this penalty could be on Franklin. That's going to move them back a few yards. Might have been a holding call of some sort. Maybe a clip. Yep, it's going to be a holding penalty, so that's going to move them back about 15 yards. Set up shop at the 30-yard line. Brown drops back over the middle. Incomplete pass. Makai Felton was the intended target. Cameron Turner on the stop, the senior, number 14 for Milford Mill. So now it's second and a long 20 yards for Franklin. Pistol formation. There's the fake. Hand off to Solomon. Rumbles away. Gets a couple of yards on that. Going to make it third down and long. Got about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Here on the replay, Solomon cuts it right side. Quick tackle there by a host of Millers. Third down and long. 15 yards needed to get to the first down marker. Trips to the right, to the left. Oh, deep open. Reeves! Touchdown, Franklin! First touchdown of the night for Brown. And he finds Vaughn Reeves, the sophomore wide receiver. Fake screen pass right in the breadbasket. Touchdown, Franklin. A nice answer for Franklin. Franklin faithful, energized, excited for that touchdown play, as that is their first score since the first play from scrimmage in the football game. There's an offsides penalty on Milford Mill. So just move up a few more inches for Franklin. Is Simon Spaeth for the extra point. The quarterback Brown will be the holder. Brown ready for the snap. Extra point is up and it's good. It is with 4:20 left here in the third quarter. Franklin brings the game back to square one. 13-all here on our BCPS-TV Game of the Week. Franklin Indians giving the Franklin faithful something to cheer about here on that long touchdown pass. Vernon Brown to Vaughn Reeves. Here on a frigid 53-degree night here in Reisterstown, Maryland. The reigning Baltimore County champion Milford Mill Millers against here Franklin, tied at 13. Simon Spath here to kick it away. Short kick. Shepard has a seam up the middle. He's going to go down at about right at the 40-yard line. You're on the 42-yard line, Milford Mill. Looking to answer the call and respond to the touchdown by Franklin. Here with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the third. Holmes takes the snap, hands it off to Morant, up the middle, gains, strong gain, gets about 5-6 yards. Good run there by Morant. Excellent blocking there by Milford. Nice gaping hole as Josh Wilson and Garrett in there on the tackle, as well as number 22, Daniel Yarborough. Here we go, second down, hand off to Morant. Met immediately, and he's to be tackled at about midfield. Maybe another yard or two gained on that play. Bring it up third and short. There's a host of gang tackle by some Indians. As the ball rests right at midfield. Crucial third down and 2 for Milford as they are 0-2 on third down in this quarter. Hand off to Morant, tackled, and he looks like he's gonna get forward. Full momentum, falls forward and gets the first down. Good job by Morant, standing tall, keeping his feet moving, falling forward for a first down. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the third. Milford Mill driving. Just a shuffle the feet there by Morant to get that first. First and 10 at the 48. Holmes hands it off to Morant. He's met immediately. Strong rush. And is that a fumble? They're going to call it dead. Elijah Solomon in there with a host of Indians you see on the replay. Garrett off the edge. Thompson and Solomon, the key defensive players, right on Morant. So that's going to make it second down and long. The front four of Franklin creating havoc for the offensive line of Milford. Currently they're riding the momentum on that last touchdown by Franklin offense. Back at midfield, second and 12 for Milford. Handoff to Kevin Neal, the fullback, and he's going to go nowhere. He just might get back to the line of scrimmage. Number 59, Daniel Sanchez, in there on the stop for Franklin. There, Garrett getting there low. And then that is Daniel Sanchez again, number 59. The senior defensive lineman on the stop to make it third down and long. Ooh, quick third quarter going by. Here we got 1:25 left. Big third down for Milford. They need 12 yards. Holmes drops back, goes deep, and nobody in the area. Tyree Shepard, the intended target. And that is incomplete. And Franklin defense coming up strong. They're going to have Milford punt that away. As you see on the replay, plenty of protection. This might have been the wrong route run there by Shepard. He went inside. Holmes was looking for him to go outside. And so quarterback Reshawn Holmes will go back to his kicking duties to punt it here. Daniel Yarbo back to return for Franklin. Low snap. Line drive punt. And that's going to roll down the sideline at about the 29, looks like the 29-yard line. So back on offense is the Franklin Indians, who finally got some movement on offense on their second possession of the third quarter in the half, and got points. First time they scored since the opening possession of the football game. Vernon Brown throwing that touchdown to Von Reams. With 1 minute and 13 seconds left here in the third quarter, Franklin has the football at their own 28-yard line. And looks like we got in a quarterback, the running back, Jamon Murphy, could be a wildcat, and that's what they do. And he's going to get a couple of yards on that play, about two or three. Kevin Neal and a host of Millers in there on the tackle. They got a solid 3-5 yards there. Kevin Neal, linebacker, senior on the stop for Milford. 40 seconds in counting left here in the third. Murphy back, still at quarterback. He's going to fake it to Solomon. He's going to try to find the edge, but to no avail. No avail. And that's going to be maybe about a yard or two on the play. So that's going to be third down and about 8 yards. 15 seconds left. Vernon Brown back in on the offense. 7 seconds and counting in the third. Brown takes the snap, looks to his left, tipped, and intercepted! Milford Mill with the interception right before the third quarter ends. A big interception that could change the momentum in the course of this game. Just a play you can't have for Franklin. With time running down the end of the third, they could have took that into the fourth quarter. But they ran that play. Pass was tipped and intercepted. So when we come back here in the fourth quarter, Milford Mill regaining possession. Game tied at 13. And our BCPS-TV Game of the Week, Milford Mill 13, Franklin 13. As we get ready to start that fourth quarter, Milford Mill defense hanging tough after giving up a touchdown on their last possession. They come up here with a big interception, and they start this first drive of the fourth quarter here in Franklin territory, looking to seize control and keep their unbeaten streak alive. Holmes drops back, looking, finds his man Shepard, shakes and bakes down the sideline at the 5. Tyree Shepard ran about a 15-yard hook on this play. call it, and shake, bake, bam. And gets them inside the red zone. First and goal is Kyrie Shepard. Has his fingerprints all over this game tonight. Had a touchdown to push the Millers up earlier in the contest. Coming up big with a key reception here in the fourth quarter. Holmes with a snap, looking, quick slant, touchdown! Correction, think he was short. I apologize. But there's a flag. Looks like it's going to be a holding penalty. Yep, it's going to be a hold on Milford Mill there. So they're going to go back a few yards. With that holding penalty, they're going to go back about 10 yards. And they're going to set up. They're going to go back into about the 25-yard line. So now they're outside the red zone. First and a long goal. Holmes takes the packet. He's going to scramble, roll to his right, and tripped up. Joshua Wilson. The defensive back paying strong contain on that play. Quarterback spy saw him scramble and tripped him up. The big play for Franklin, move them back a little bit more. So it's going to be NFL blitz. It's going to be 2nd and 30. 30 yards to go for Milford to get to the end zone with 11:05 left here in the contest. Holmes takes a slap pressure. Garrett coming off the edge. And he's going to take him down. Back at about the line of scrimmage. Number 40, Robert Garrett, coming right off the edge, off the right side. See on the replay, blitzing, read the snap. Jay Thompson in there as well. So 3rd and very, very long goal for Milford. Franklin would certainly like to come away here with a strong turnover on downs here. As Milford 1 for 4 on 3rd down, second half. Takes the pass, caught by Scott, but short of the end zone. Number 45, Damon David on the tackle. See here on the replay. Nice catch by Scott. Good wrap up there by David. And Scott, injured player, looks like he might have a cramp, getting stretched up by the training staff for Milford. As we pause here with 10:50 left. While there's a break in the action. Franklin here holding strong here in the fourth quarter after giving up an interception, and Milford getting inside the red zone on a long pass from Holmes to Shepard. And what looked to be a touchdown was taken back with a holding penalty and then a sack by Franklin. As we have a crucial 4th down and goal for Milford of the 10 to 12 yard variety. Question is they've had Muhammad Toll's had a couple of PATs miss wide left. So the question is, do you go for it here on 4th? Or do you have some trust in your kicker to go and take the lead here and give you a 3-point lead? As Khalil Scott is up and walking off under his own power over to the Milford Mill sideline. So here we go. It is decision time for Milford Mill. And fourth and long goal. Milford Mill is going to go for it. They're going for 6. Here we go. Morant in the backfield to the left of Holmes. Takes the snap, drops back, throws, and it's intercepted by number 2, Isaiah Mathis, going down the sideline. Breaking inside. Franklin has it. That's Isaiah Mathis, the senior defensive end. He's feeling it. Franklin is feeling it. No points for Milford. That pass looked like he was tipped to the line of scrimmage. With 10:31 left here in the fourth. First turnover for Milford Mill tonight. First turnover for Franklin tonight. As they have the ball at their own 42-yard line. Brown in the gun. Murphy to the right. Solomon to the left. Hand off to Solomon. Up the middle. Carries defenders. Breaks away. Solomon down at the 35. Still moving. He won't be denied. The 220-pound Elijah Solomon. Into Milford Mill territory. The big hog volleys blocking for Franklin. As you see there, goes right, breaks a bunch of arm tackles. The big fella who's committed to Villanova University, showing his will and drive and carrying the Millers all the way down to the 35. 10 minutes gone by. Brown hands it off to Solomon. He's going to break another tackle, then take down for about 4 yards on that play. So a lot like in the first play of the game, Franklin feeding Elijah Solomon here in the fourth. And he's going to go to the sideline for a breather. Here with 9:25 left in the game, Franklin is threatening. Brown hands it off to the tailback, number 20, and gets inside the red zone. That was number 20, junior tailback, Jonathan Smith on the carry. Gets his first carry of the game. Excellent blocking right up the middle. And Franklin using their strong run game here on the last drive here in the fourth. And it's the perfect season thus far in jeopardy for Milford. 8:45 left. Smith to the right of Brown. Hand off to Murphy and met immediately. Nowhere to go. Number 56, Clay Roscoe, the 6'4", 305 defensive lineman, just drags Murphy to the turf. Second down at about the 12-yard line for Franklin. Number 12, A.J. Sims at the top of the screen at wide receiver for Franklin. Hand off to Solomon. Breaks away, up the middle, inside the 2-yard line. Strong run by Elijah Solomon, the bell cow back, the 220-pound tailback for the Indians. Here on 3rd and goal. 7:30 left. Franklin looking to punch it in. Looks like the Milford Mill Defense getting a little fatigued here late in the fourth. Strong pounding run by Solomon and Jonathan Smith, the tailbacks. Brown fakes it, hands it to Murphy, and strong tackle. No, he gets away. Is he in for the touchdown? No, they're rolling him down. And Murphy looks like he's got a cramp in his right calf. Just by a few inches. Had his knee ruled down, as we see here on the replay. The hand of Murphy going east-west. Big tackle. That was number 22, Makai Booker, on the tackle there. So that's a big stop on third. Here on fourth down, Simon Spath looking to kick the go-ahead field goal. Brown, snap has it. Kick is up, and it's blocked. Blocked by Milford Mill. And Baker's going to take it out of bounds. Huge stand by the Milford Mill special teams. Here with 6:29 left. And that was big. Number 8, Akeon Loney blocking the kick there. So now with 6:29 in a drama, action-packed fourth quarter we have here at Clarence E. McWilliams Stadium here in Reisterstown. 13-13 all. Franklin and Milford. Holmes hands it off to Morant. Cuts it inside, outside. And still moving. Gets about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play to start this drive. Six minutes gone by. Left here, the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Holmes. Garrett off the edge. Thompson going after him, using speed. He throws it deep. And incomplete. Excellent job there. Strong pass rush with Thompson and Garrett chasing Holmes out of the pocket to throw it away. Yeah, we've seen that a handful of times tonight. Garrett coming off the edge, disrupting the play. And we got third down and short. A crucial third down and short here. 5:48 left in the contest. Franklin defenses hold serve here. Here, 1 for 4 in the third. Fake. Holmes tripped up. Big stop on the play by Joshua Wilson. Big stop. So that looks like that's going to force a punt for Milford. A huge stand for Franklin. And they're going to get the ball back here with just under 5 minutes left. Daniel Yarbo back to return. And there's the long punt almost blocked. And that ball is going to roll down to the 20. And there, Milford fanning the ball. And it's going to stop at about the 22-yard line. 4:46 left. Franklin was just a few yards away from punching it in for 6. They'll look to come down and do that here with 4:46 left in the game. Much they use the ground game with tailbacks Elijah Solomon and a couple of key runs by number 20 Jordan Smith on the last possession. So Brown takes the snap, fakes, Hands it off. That's to Solomon. He's going to be taken down immediately by number 55, Sawan Lewis. The junior lineman. So second down and about 8 yards to go. 4:20, clock rolling. Solomon the lone back. Jones at the bottom of the screen to your right. Brown drops back. Quick out pass. Caught by Alex Jones. And he's wrestled down on the play. So that's going to make it third down and about short. He was taken out of bounds, so it's going to be 3 minutes, 55 seconds. A crucial third down here for Franklin. Felton in motion, fake, broken play. Vernon Brown makes it all of himself. And that's going to be enough for a first down. What turned out what was a broken play. Vernon Brown was able to improvise. Looks like Solomon missed the wrong side on the carry, but Brown able to improvise and get the first down. Keep the chains moving here with 3:30 left. And a very crucial drive of the contest. Here at their own 40. Pistol formation. Felton in motion, fake. Hands it to Solomon, and he crawls back to the line of scrimmage. Gained about a yard on the play for Solomon. There's number 21, Khalil Scott, back in the game after injured his leg a couple possessions ago. In there on the stop to make it second down and a long 9 for Franklin. 2:20, clock continuing to roll. Handoff to Smith, and he's wrapped up, going nowhere. Number 65, that's Lewis again on the stop. Correction, number 65, that's Darius Woods in on the stop for Milford Mill. So third and long, 13 yards to go. Franklin needs to get to the 40-yard line. Correction, Franklin needs to get to midfield to keep this drive going here. 1:55 left. Full wide receiver set. Brown drops back. Scrambles, and he's sacked. Milford Mill coming up with a big sack on the play. And that's going to halt the Franklin drive. Darius Woods coming up with a key sack to hold serve on third down. Timeout here on the play here. We got 1:46 left here in the contest. Who will remain unbeaten in conference play here? Will it be the 6-0 Milford Mill Millers or the 5-1 Franklin Indians? Or are we going to play extra football in overtime? Franklin coming back onto the field. Set to punt it away is number 83, DeLon Walker. Senior punter for Franklin. Back deep for Milford. is the dangerous number 4, Tyree Shepard. High, nice punt. And that ball's going to continue to bounce, take a Franklin bounce, and roll down at the 25-yard line. Daylon Walker, nice punt. With exactly 90 seconds left for Milford Mill to work with to save their undefeated record thus far here at Clarence E. McWilliams Stadium in Reisterstown, Maryland. Our BCPS-TV game of the week, Franklin and Milford Mill. Franklin fans chanting defense, looking to cheer on Franklin. Moran in the backfield. Holmes looks to his left. Nothing. Rolls right. Pass. Oh! Loud pass caught. My goodness. Franklin missed opportunity. That could have been intercepted there. Either way, the pass was caught there by number 9, Richard Akers. There's a nice floated pass. Just missed time by Joshua Wilson. So that's an 11-yard catch and run there by Richard Akers. First time calling his name tonight. Holmes drops back. Garrett coming in. Gets rid of it. And almost intercepted. Nearly intercepted by Joshua Wilson. Again, play affected there. Strong pass rush by Robert Garrett. Coming off the edge again. As you see there. Correction, that pass was called, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Jawan Worrell on the play. Second down, 10 yards to go. Full wide receivers in there for Milford. Worrell, bottom of the screen. Moran at tailback. Takes the snap, pass rush, throws it deep, and it's intercepted! Franklin intercepts it. Number 31, Xavier Coakley with the pick. Ends the drive with 55 seconds. Just lobbed it up, threw it right into coverage. Interception by the junior defensive back, Xavier Coakley. So Franklin's got 55 seconds to work with. Move the ball down the field, try to get themselves maybe potential field goal to win the game. Vernon Brown at quarterback, setting up shop at their own 20-yard line. Hand off to Solomon. He's going to go outside. Looking to cut inside. Breaking tackles. And a first down. Clock still running with 44.8 seconds. Excellent run there by Solomon. And with that, the chain set, the clock continues. Set and ready to run. Screen pass. Caught by Makai Felton. Correction, sorry, Josh Wilson. So Josh Wilson on the catch there. Went the other direction, tripped up. And 29.9 seconds left. Franklin is going to use their timeout, stop the clock here. 2nd and 11. Lost a yard on that play. Just a quick recap of what we just witnessed. Milford Mill, Rashawn Holmes throws his second pick of the game here in the waiting moments. As Joshua Wilson is helped off the field, walk under his own power after injured on that last play. So interception there by Franklin. Nice strong run by Solomon. And that's where we are here with 29 fateful seconds left here in this game. Franklin has 2 timeouts to work with. And a deadlock at 13. 3 trips set to the left. Fake. And caught by Crawford. First down. At about the 45. Corey Crawford getting in on the stat sheet with a big catch. The junior wide receiver. Excellent catch. Using his side, jumping up to get that first down. And there's a flag on the play. 5-yard penalty on Milford. That penalty was declined. Clock set, 20 seconds left. Brown rolls to his right, throws, caught by Crawford. And he's going to be tackled at about the 11. Would like to see him going down there so they could spike it. Here with 11.8 seconds left. Crawford fighting for extra yards. Here with 11.8 seconds left. Franklin taking, I believe, which is their last time out, at their Milford Mill 38-yard line. Here with 11 seconds left. Like to see Franklin get maybe a pass or two quick so he can set up possible maybe deep shot, Hail Mary shot for their offense, or maybe get into position for kicker Simon Spath. In the spread pistol. Jones to the right. Solomon in the backfield. Brown looking over, takes the snap. Good pocket. Pass caught. Fake. Caught and then handed off to Solomon. But tripped up. Clock is still running. And that pass is caught there by Jones and flipped it over to Solomon, who went out of bounds at about the 31-yard line, looks. And Franklin, they take what appears to be their last time out. So yeah, the ball's going to be at the 32-yard line with 4.1 seconds left. Here in our BCPS-TV Game of the Week, Milford Mill and Franklin. The battle for supremacy in Baltimore County Division I. To sit up top of the standings. 4 seconds. Vernon Brown out on the field. You got to think they're going to go deep here. Going for it all here. 4.1 seconds. Trips to the right. Brown rolls to his right. He's going to throw it deep. And it's intercepted by Milford Mill. We're going to overtime. Pass intercepted there. Cameron Turner. So at the end of regulation, Franklin, Milford Mill, tied up at 13. Here, what was it? Here at a jam-packed game here. We're going to going to overtime. Milford Mill, Franklin. Battle for the top spot in Baltimore County Division I and one of the top seeds thus far here in the 3A North for the state playoffs. As we get set here for overtime, do a short recap here thus far in the game. Start the game off, first play from scrimmage. Solomon took it back to the house for the touchdown. And a couple of possessions later, Milford Mill got onto the board for the touchdown. As we sit here, look at some fourth quarter highlights. Caught there by Khalil Scott. Really a defensive game thus far. A couple of interceptions there on Franklin, as they got the interception to drive them down the field. It would turned out to be a blocked field goal attempt, which would have likely given them the lead in the contest. But Milford Mill holding serve with their defense, coming up big. As they see here, that was one of the strong runs there by Jonathan Smith, getting his first action of the game. And this was one of the second interception of the game. That was by Coakley right there to end Milford Mill and hold the game at 13. And there was the big third down completion there. That was Corey Crawford. And then here was the play to Alex Jones. Run a little flea flicker action there to Solomon, where that play turned out to be an interception as a Hail Mary attempt. And that's where we stand here in our BCPS Game of the Week. Milford Mill and Franklin tied at 13. As the two captains for each team, looks like for Franklin, that's Elijah Solomon. And both head coaches in the pink sweatshirt, that's head coach for Milford, Reggie White. And then for Franklin, head coach in the white, Anthony Burgos. See here in overtime to see which team can strike first here. And certainly this game has lived up to its billing as the Baltimore County Game of the Week. These two teams, as mentioned before, Franklin winning 4 out of the last 5 meetings. Their last win coming in 2016. Milford Mill winning last season 26-21, where they made a strong comeback and scored 20 unanswered points to defeat Franklin 26-21 in their route to a run all the way to the state championship game, where they came up short to Ligonor. So here for overtime, looks like Milford Mill will get the ball here to start off in overtime.
Okay, folks, it looks like the overtime procedures will start with Milford Mill getting the ball on offense and getting a chance to.
So here for the overtime rules, Milford Mill getting the ball first. Start here at the 20-yard line at the red zone. And a little bit college football rules. Both teams will each get a possession at the 20. Whoever one team scores, field goal, et cetera, other team gets a touchdown. If we're still tied after the first overtime, going to go to a second overtime. And then if we're still tied after a second overtime, we'll go to a third overtime, where I believe they will have to go for 2. So here we go. No time on the clock here in overtime. 13-13. Milford Mill will start with the ball first in overtime. Holmes under center. Hands it off to Morant. Bounces it to the outside. And at the 1-yard line, Jordan Morant already has 1 touchdown in the game today. So you see on the replay, takes it to the right side. Everybody, strong block. Tripped up just outside the goal line. It goes 2nd and goal. Holmes hands it off. Strong. Breaks the plane. Touchdown, Milford Mill. Milford Mill strikes first here in overtime. And what was an initial surge there by Franklin Morant breaks the plane for the touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the game for Jordan Morant. First one on the ground. So number 84. Extra point blocked. The extra point is blocked. So with that, 19-13, Milford Mill striking first here in overtime. A big extra point blocked there by Franklin. So that all that leaves is touchdown scored for Franklin. And all they need is the ever so important extra point. As we saw there on the replay, Jordan Morant powered his way, breaks the plane for the touchdown. So here in overtime, Franklin getting their shot at the 10. Solomon in the backfield to the left. Hands it off to Solomon. Up the middle, breaking his way down. Is he in? Down at the 1. Solomon, the big 6-foot, 220-pound tailback. Being fed here in overtime. A couple of inches left for Franklin. Second down and short. Brown at the quarterback. Solomon to the left. Hand off to Solomon. He's going to be wrapped up for no gain. Big 65. Darius Woods on the stop for Milford. And that makes it 3rd and goal. As the strong Khalil Scott came in there, rushed on the right side. Slow up Solomon just enough for the big lineman Darius Woods to wrap up Solomon. 3rd down and goal for Franklin. As we have a timeout called on Franklin. Anthony Burgos wants to talk it over with his offense. As we sit here on 3rd down and goal. And 2 plays here that likely is going to decide the game here. Here in overtime, Milford Mill coming up with their first drive, scoring the touchdown. Number 5, Jordan Morant, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And a strong first run here for Franklin's turn. And then Solomon getting Stonewall on the 2nd play. Which brings us here to 3rd down and goal. 3 yards to go for Franklin. 3 yards away from tying it up. Thompson in the backfield along with Solomon and number 26, Ahmad Mosley. Hands it off. Solomon stuffed. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. 4th down and goal. Kevin Neal, the Super 22 athlete on the stop there. Met him right at the line of scrimmage. So, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to here. This last play, 4th and goal. Milford Mill's unbeaten streak on the line here. Here's the snap. Brown drops it. Drop pass. Incomplete. That's the game. Milford Mill holds on. 19-13, remaining unbeaten. A second straight win for Milford. Oh, the drama. Defense holding strong here in overtime. Milford Mill holds on in an 0-2 thriller against Franklin, 19-13. Knowing that their perfect season and unblemished record is still intact in Baltimore County Division and within the 3A rankings. And what was an excellent high drama contest here in Reisterstown, Maryland at Clarence E. McWilliams Stadium. Strong effort on both sides of the ball here in Franklin. Is what turned out to be a great game here in overtime. Milford Mill winning the toss, scoring the touchdown, Jordan Morant, and Franklin having 4 chances to get in, coming up short on an incomplete pass after being stuffed on 3 running plays. Certainly a game that is both teams played strong, played hard, and that these two teams likely will see these two teams maybe again if they meet up come playoff time. As Milford Mill tonight moves to 7-0, 4-0 within Baltimore County Division, and the Franklin Indians 5-2. 3-1, taking their first loss within the conference. Both teams certainly still within the running to go in the playoffs. So here tonight at Clarence E. McWilliams Stadium, Milford Mill holds on to beat Franklin in overtime, 19-13. For BCPS-TV production, I'm Tim Tooten Jr. Have a great night, everybody.